A lot of people in the cryptocurrency business, including Ripple, have been paying attention to the XRP issue. While it has been the center of attention, big things could happen. Stuart Alderati, Ripple's chief legal officer, gave some information about the latest events earlier this week. He talked about how the company would respond to the SEC's case and how they might file an appeal. District Judge Annalisa Torres delivered the court's final decision, which brought to light a number of important issues. However, it also left the door open for further legal challenges. A number of experts have said that they think the final decision, which includes Ripple being fined $125 million, is a number of different things. In spite of this, Aldo Rodi and his team think the decision is good for Ripple and the Bitcoin industry as a whole. Specifically, the court's decision people think that the decision to reject the SEC's claim that XRP is a security is a turning point in how digital assets are treated legally in the United States. This was said by Aldo Rodi. We think that this judgment is a win, not just for Ripple, but for the whole cryptocurrency community. This finding has done a lot of damage to the Securities and Exchange Commission's plan to label XRP as a security. What Ripple thought about the SEC's claims in the XRP case. On the other hand, one of the most important parts of the case was the SEC's argument that XRP should be seen as a security. It's important to remember that the court's decision to throw out this case has broad effects because it was a major source of disagreement. Alderati says that the court's decision that XRP is not a security is a major court decision that gives the whole sector the much-needed legal certainty it has been missing. The judge's ruling was talked about by Alderode, who said that it was clear that a token, in this case XRP, does not automatically qualify as a security. This difference is very important, and it will have a big effect on how people in the US think about digital assets. In fact, the court did decide that some XRP trades from 2015 violated rules about securities. The court did decide, though, that these sales were against the law. Alderati was told that Ripple is ready to follow the decision when it comes to this part of the judgment. It was made clear by him that Ripple means to pay the fee by using money from its balance sheet. This is a step towards ending this really long legal battle. That being said, it has not been said whether or not the SEC will file an appeal, even though the decision is final. While Alderode agreed that the SEC had 60 days to decide if it wanted to challenge or not, he hoped that the agency would choose to move forward with the case. We believe it's time to move on from this case and think about what's next. If it makes sense, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) will see that an appeal is not only pointless but also bad because of how regulations are changing. Alderate also said that he didn't agree with the Securities and Exchange Commission's (SEC) broader approach to the cryptocurrency business, saying that the SEC's method had become less focused on their main goal. It was his belief that the way digital assets are controlled in the US should be rethought. He pushed for clear and consistent rules that would allow the business to grow. In his comment, Alderati said that the SEC's former mission was skewed because it was too confrontational. That being said, we need a clear set of rules right now that not only supports new ideas but also keeps investors safe. There is a good chance that the outcome of the XRP case will change how cryptocurrencies are controlled in the US for a long time. What happened in this case set a standard that could affect how digital assets are regulated in the future, even if the SEC decides not to appeal the ruling. The fact that Ripple was able to convince the court that XRP is not a security is very important because it goes against the SEC's bigger plan to regulate many digital assets the same way they regulate traditional securities. This is a big change because it calls into question the SEC's past work. The XRP case is still being closely watched by the industry, and it has become a major turning point in the ongoing debate about how digital assets should be handled legally in the US. It is expected that this case will have effects on the whole cryptocurrency world, including how regulations are applied and what the future holds for the business. From what I can tell, Ripple is ready to move forward with its plans. Now that the XRP case is mostly over, they should focus on growth, both in the United States and around the world. Even so, there is still a chance that an appeal will be sent to the SEC, and the industry is still on edge as it waits for the next steps in this closely watched court case. At the moment, Ripple, the company that runs XRP and its trading network, is celebrating a big legal achievement. Ripple revealed on August 7th that its 4-year legal battle with the US Securities and Exchange Commission was over. There are, however, some law experts who aren't sure if the most recent court cases are really a complete success for Ripple. Where can I find out about the newest news? Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, made the news through former Judge Lisa Torres. She said that the proposed $2 fine that the SEC had suggested for Ripple had been lowered by 94%. Garlinghouse said that this reduction is a win for the rule of law, the business as a whole, and Ripple in particular. He emphasized how important this victory was. This process works out well for Ripple. The business and the rule of law have decided that the sexist, negative views towards the whole XRP community have been wiped out. A 26% rise in the value of XRP was caused by the comment. A lot of lawyers thought the court's decision was a big win for Ripple, but some were more worried. There were even hints from some lawyers that the legal play might not be over yet. Are there any possible legal repercussions? A lawyer at Security Kissel called Philip Mustakis, who used to work for the Securities and Exchange Commission, said that the SEC definitely lost money when their claim was cut from $2 billion to $125 million. On the other hand, he said that it is hard to pick a clear winner because of the current legal problems with U.S. securities laws and cryptocurrencies. The following is what Mustakis said. Ripple is a winner, but if you have to fight a regulator, be sued for years, and have your asset taken off of exchanges, at least briefly, then you'll also have to pay a big fine. It doesn't feel like a win. It's possible that the SEC will file an appeal over some parts of the case. Additionally, Ripple's costs are quite high, and this will lead to some confusion in the future. One important thing to learn from Ripple's case is that the company was able to get the SEC to lower the fine they wanted to impose. Soon after the news came out, the value of XRP went up by 26. Different legal experts have different ideas about whether this is a fully successful result. For now, the rules of coins are still being questioned by the law. The information given is not meant to be taken as trade advice. Any purchases made based on the information on this page are not the responsibility of the people who made them. Before making any investment decisions, you should definitely do your own study and talk to a professional who knows what they're talking about.